In previous video, we people have discussed virus. Now we are going to discuss next organism which is called as your viroids. Now this viroid was discovered by your Diener. It was discovered by your Theodore Diener. Okay. These viroids are acellular particle. These viroids are acellular particle and he gave this organism a name viroid जिसका मतलब होता है virus like. Okay, so what I have written in 1971, okay, ये आपको याद रखना है. In 1971 Theodore Diener discovered acellular particle. Of course, right, this organism even do not contain cell. So acellular particle and named it viroid जिसका मतलब होता है virus like. Simple as that. Now if we compare this viroids with virus, then these viroids are smaller in comparison to virus. Point number 2 says that viroids do not have protein coat. Most important thing, जैसे हमने पढ़ा था virus में protein coat था, right? That is called as your capsid. This capsid, this protein coat is absent in viroids. Okay, so what I have written, structure, viroid consists of only short strand of circular RNA. One more important difference. Okay, आपका जो virus था, it may have single stranded RNA, double stranded RNA, or some of them also have double stranded DNA. Whereas if we are talking about viroids, then these viroids have circular RNA. Okay, this is the genetic material of viroids. क्या है genetic material viroids का? RNA, right, which is infectious in nature, जिसका molecular weight कम होता है in comparison to virus. So genetic material has low molecular weight in comparison to virus. So once again, it consists of only short strand of circular RNA. Of course, this RNA must be capable of self-replication. Self-replication in the sense what? Self-duplication to form multiple copies. Second most important difference, viroids do not have protein coat. What is this protein coat? Protein coat are nothing but our capsids, right? And capsid का function क्या था? Protection of genetic material. Yes or no? Yes. So these viroids do not have protein coat to protect their genetic information or genetic material. So this is the basic difference between virus and viroids. Okay. Now I have written some example. First of all, the first viroid which was discovered was potato spindle tuber virus. Okay, that is your potato spindle tuber viroids. Okay, now the first viroid discovered was found to cause potato tuber spindle disease. Now what happens in this? This viroid infects potato plant. Infects potato plant growing in field. Okay, and what changes it causes? Number 1, slower sprouting. Number 2, various deformities, right? matlab shape of potato will get changed. Various deformities in potato plant, right? Okay, like viruses, potato spindle tuber viroid, PSTVS, okay, take control over host machinery to replicate, same as that of your virus. This viroids once enters the living organism takes up host machinery to replicate, to increase their number. Simple as that. Okay, so number 1, first is your potato spindle tuber viroid, which is responsible for causing disease in potato plant, where it causes deformities. Deformities का मतलब क्या होता है? Normal shape नहीं होता potato का. The shape will get changed and become spindle like. It become spindle like. Simple as that. वैसे potato को आप tuber बोल सकते हो, right? What is tuber? It is a modification of stem for storage of food. Simple as that. Okay. So this is your potato tuber spindle disease. Second one is tomato planta macroviroid. Abbreviation TPMVD. VD stands for your viroid. As the name suggests, it infects tomato plants, right? What are the symptoms? It causes loss of chlorophyll. Most important thing, it causes loss of chlorophyll. Okay. If you have seen tomato plant, then initial tomatoes are green in color. That green coloration is due to presence of chlorophyll, right? So this virus causes loss of chlorophyll, disfigured and brittle leaves. Okay, brittle का मतलब क्या हो, जो आसानी से टूट जाए. Disfigured in the sense what, regular shape के नहीं होते. So disfigured and brittle leaves and very small tomatoes. Tomatoes की size कैसी होती है? Very small, and thus decreases the productivity of tomato. Okay, तो ये हो गया आपका second viroid. Third is your avocado sunblotch viroid, ASBVD. As the name suggests, this viroid infects which fruit? Avocado. Okay, what it causes? Results in lower yield and poor quality fruit. Simple as that. Now this peach latent mosaic viroid, ये आपका दूसरा viroid है, which causes necrosis of flower bud. Now if you are talking about necrosis, necrosis का मतलब होता है death. Necrosis का मतलब क्या होता है? Death. Okay, so it causes death of flower buds and branches. Okay, and wounding of ripe fruit. जो fruit होते हैं ripe fruit, उसमें वो क्या करे? It creates wound. It creates wound, or you can say it as your scar, right? Through which bacteria and viruses can enter inside. So this is responsible for fungal and bacterial growth. Okay, through that wound your microorganisms can enter. Two examples and I have mentioned over here, like your bacteria and your fungus, right? So this leads to fungal and bacterial growth in the fruit. Simple as that. Now this PLMVD also causes similar changes like necrosis, wounding of ripe fruit in different fruits like plums, apricots, cherries. Okay, ultimately this all results in decreased productivity. So this is all about your viroids. Okay, in our NCERT what is mentioned, this viroid was discovered by Theodore Dinner. These viroids are smaller than virus. They have circular RNA as genetic material, and these viroids do not have protein coat, and only one example is mentioned in our NCERT, that is your potato spindle tuber viroid. Next that we have to discuss are our prions, right? Like everyone thought that DNA or RNA can be infectious material. Okay, infection is caused by either DNA or RNA. So for example, if you are talking about bacteria, if you are talking about virus, even viroids, if you are talking about, right, तो infection किससे cause हुआ था? Infection is caused by either DNA or RNA. But these prions are nothing but misfolded proteins. What are prions? Prions are nothing but misfolded proteins which are responsible for causing disease, which are responsible for causing infection. Okay, so वापस एक बार, these prions do not contain any RNA. They even do not contain DNA. Okay, these prions are nothing but misfolded protein, and this protein is responsible for causing disease, or you can say it as your infection. So what is prions? What you should write over here? Prions are nothing but misfolded proteins. Okay, the structure of protein you people are going to understand in chapter biomolecule. Primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure and quaternary structure. Okay, this you people are going to understand in biomolecule, right? If the structure of protein is changed due to some reason, I can say it as mutation. I can say it as mutation. mutation. I hope the word mutation is familiar to you people. Mutation का मतलब सिंपल सा आपको अगर समझाना चाहूँ तो it is nothing but change in DNA sequence. Change in DNA sequence then normal. DNA sequence change हो गई, right? It results in formation of wrong protein. This wrong protein, this misfolded protein is called as prion, which is responsible for causing disease in humans as well as animals. So have a look what I have written. In 1982, scientist name is Stanley Prusiner. Actually he was a doctor, right? Stanley Prusiner, a medical doctor studying scrapie. Now what is this scrapie? Scrapie is name of disease. Scrapie is name of disease, right? It is a fatal का मतलब होता है deadly, fatal degenerative disease in sheep. Okay, it is fatal degenerative disease in sheep. What he discovered from there? He discovered that disease was caused by proteinaceous infectious particle, or you can say it as your prions. Am I clear? So once again, in 1982, Stanley Prusiner, while working on a disease called as scrapie. Scrapie क्या है? It is degenerative disease in sheep. Degenerative disease in sheep, where tissue or any organ of a body degenerates. It degenerates to its worst form over period of time. धीरे 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 वो टिश्यू या वो ऑर्गन क्या हो जाती है? डिजेनरेट हो जाती है. इट इज गोइंग टू डैमेज. ओके, सो दिस इज स्क्रैपी, इज डिजेनरेटिव डिजीज इन शिप. ओके, दिस डिजीज इज नॉट कॉज्ड बाय एनी DNAs or RNAs, but it is caused by proteinaceous particle, and that is called as your prions. So once again, what is prion? A prion is misfolded form of normal protein found in cell. Okay, misfolded का मतलब क्या होता है? This do not have regular shape. Okay, so now look here. Today prions are known to cause various form of, this is important one, transmissible spongiform encephalopathy. Encephalopathy is a general term which is applied to damage to your brain. Okay, encephalopathy, it's a general term and it is used when your brain damage is involved. Okay, that is called as your TSE. That is called as your TSE. So these prions are responsible for causing TSE. What is that? Transmissible spongiform encephalopathy. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, in human and animals. In human and animals. What is this TSE? Again, it is degenerative disorder that affects brain and a nervous system, your central nervous system, that includes your brain and your spinal cord along with your peripheral nervous system. Okay, so what is this TSE? Degenerative disorder that affects brain and nervous system. Am I clear? Now if this misfolded protein, if this prion accumulates in brain, once it accumulates in brain, it causes brain tissue to become sponge-like. आपकी जो brain tissues है, that is our nervous tissue, of course, it will become sponge-like, जिसकी वजह से आप क्या बोलो उसको? Spongiform. Sponge-like, killing brain cells. Brain cells का मतलब होगा nerve cell, forming holes. It form holes in the tissue leading to brain damage. Leading to brain damage. Okay, this in turn leads to what? Infected individual. The individual who are infected by this TSE, right, are mentally impaired. Are mentally impaired and become unstable to move or speak. They cannot move, they cannot speak. Okay, over time symptoms become worse and worse. Actually there is no cure for this prions, right? Only treatment is possible, लेकिन धीरे 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 your brain tissue gets degenerate and ultimately that person or that animal is going to die. Okay, what I have written, prions are extremely difficult to destroy. What is the reason for the same? Because they are highly resistant to heat, chemicals as well as radiation. They are highly resistant to heat, chemical and रेडिएशन. ठीक है, तो वापस से एक बार आपका प्रियॉन्स क्या है? मिसफोल्डेड प्रोटीन, राइट, एंड द डिजीज इज कॉल्ड एज योर TSE. These prions are responsible for causing TSE, right? क्या है TSE? Degenerative disease of brain and nervous system. What happens in this? Your brain tissue becomes sponge-like. There will be formation of holes, and धीरे धीरे the person who is infected by this TSE or by this prions, right? They are mentally impaired, become unstable to move and speak. वापस से there is no cure for this. Person is going to die over period of time. Now let's look up certain diseases, right, that comes under your TSE. TSE in humans, तो उसमें मैंने लिखा है कुरु is name of disease. Another is your fatal familiar insomnia is disease. This is given in our textbook. NCERT में ये disease mention करा है. That is your Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. क्या बोला मैंने? Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Once again, this is degenerative disease of neural tissue. Neurodegenerative disease where it affects, right, your central nervous system as well as your peripheral nervous system. आपकी जो neural tissues होती है, that is going to degenerate. That is going to degenerate. Okay. The similar disease, the similar TSE which are caused in animal. One such example यहाँ पे आपने पढ़ा क्या है? Scrapie. And one more example. This is mentioned in our NCERT. That is your bovine spongiform encephalopathy, जिसको आप बोलो mad cow disease. What is this? Mad cow disease. उसको आप ये भी बोल सकते हो bovine spongiform encephalopathy. Once again, this is analogous to our Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It involves degeneration. So I can say neurodegenerative disease of cattle. Okay, where cattle becomes mentally unstable, right? Even after some time, they cannot move out of their field. So two examples आपको यहाँ पे याद रखने हैं. One is this Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. एंड सेकेंड वन इज योर मैड काउ डिजीज, जिसको आप क्या बोलो? बोवाइन स्पॉन्जिफॉर्म एन्सेफेलोपैथी. दोनों आर सेम, बट वन इज इन ह्यूमन एंड वन इज इन कैटल. बोथ आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर कॉजिंग न्यूरोडीजेनरेशन. न्यूरोडीजेनरेशन इन द सेंस व्हाट? डीजेनरेशन ऑफ न्यूरल टिश्यूज that involves your, of course, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So this is your infectious particle, proteinaceous particle, जिसको आप क्या बोलो? Prions. So if you're talking about prions, right, then these prions can be transmitted from animal to animal, as well as these prions can be transmitted from animals to humans if human eats contaminated meat. So this is all about your prion. Now we need to understand your fourth exceptional cases, that is your lichen. First, what we have understood? Virus, viroids. Lastly, we people have understood your prions, and this is the fourth exceptional case which is not included in five kingdom classification, and that is our lichen. जैसे मैंने आपको आगे बोला है, right? Lichen is nothing but association of algae and fungi. कैसी association बोला आप इसको? As one is autotrophic and one is heterotrophic, right? This association is called as symbiotic association. Symbiotic association in the sense what? Which are mutually useful. Both organisms are mutually useful to each other. So have a look what I have written. Lichen is symbiotic association, that is mutually useful association. Mutually useful association of algae and fungus. The algal component is called as your phycobiont and fungal component is called as your mycobiont. Okay, once again, ये जो algal component है, This algal component is called as your phycobiont and fungal component is called as mycobiont, as we have understood, right? Plantae as well as your fungi, right? This algae comes under kingdom Plantae, correct? So this is autotrophic, prepares their own food, whereas kingdom fungi includes which organisms? Saprophytic organisms, right? So they are heterotrophic. So how they are beneficial to each other? If you are talking about algae, then algae prepares food for fungus, of course, right? By using solar energy, a process you know that is called as your photosynthesis. So algae is going to prepare food for fungi. At the very same time, fungi provides shelter and absorbs water and nutrient from surrounding atmosphere. Am I clear? Once again, this provides food, this provides shelter, they are going to absorb mineral nutrients and water for its partner. Each partner meaning what? For algae. Am I clear? So this is your lichen, right? And such relationship are called as mutualism. इसको क्या बोलो आप? Mutualism. In the sense what? Understanding between two organisms. And one more point that is very important, right? These lichens are a very good pollution indicator. They are very good pollution indicator. In the sense, lichens are present if pollution is not there. So lichens do not grow in polluted area. I have written they do not grow in polluted area. So this is your chapter number 2, that is your biological classification, starting from 2 kingdom classification, 5 kingdom classification, kingdom Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae, Animalia, exceptional cases, virus, viroids, prions, and this is your lichen. By this we are ending your chapter number 2. Thank you.